What's up, guys? It is time for the 21w06a snapshot go over and review. And this is the video to show you what is going on in this snapshot for this week. Now, last week we had some lush caves blocks added in. In this week, you would expect that the lush caves now spawn, but that is not what is happening. Now we have something called noise caves. Noise caves are either really humongous caves, often called cheese caves, or you have spaghetti caves, which are long, squiggly tunnels that are sometimes wide, like tagliatelle. I think that's how you pronounce said word. So, a cheese cave is like the holes in Swiss cheese. These often form cavern or various sizes. And then you have your spaghetti caves, which I already went over what that is. And that is what is in this update. Another thing is there is breaking news. The build height limit has now been increased by 64 blocks. Let me show you what I mean here. So I made this really big pole, and if you can see, that little block right there is where the old height limit used to be. And that height limit is at level 256. But whenever we get up there, you're going to see it goes way higher than that by a whopping 64 blocks, getting us to the new height limit of 320 at the top. So again, this is the old height limit, and this way up here is the very brand new height limit for Minecraft. And I mean, this is going to change a lot of people's builds. I mean, it's 64 blocks taller than the old height limit. But yeah, so that is the new height limit. And the next thing is, while I turn this game into daytime, the next thing is now you can go further underground. That being another 64 blocks down. So if I go ahead and go into spectator mode real fast, and let me go ahead and give myself some night vision. Okay, so I just gave myself some night vision. We're going to go down into the ground and see the newly generated caves. Let's go take a look at this cave right here. This right here is a normal ravine, right? Correct? If you go over here, though, this is a newly found cheese cave. Look at this beauty right here. Oh, I did not give my night vision for a long time. Hold up. Okay, now we have night vision forever. Haha. Okay, so we already know about the amethyst geodes, but now you have these humongously giant caves. Now, while we're here, I just want to quickly say, what level do you think we're at? I'll tell you. We're at level negative 58. And technically speaking, you can go further than this by just a little bit. At some levels, it'll be 64 blocks under 0. But that is the newly generated caves. And I'm not sure how hard these are going to be in normal Minecraft yet or not. Ooh, look at them diamonds. But I do know it's going to be very cool. Another thing that now generates naturally is these glow lichens, if you remember, from last snapshot review. If you did not see last snapshot review, go ahead and go to my channel page and go click on last snapshot review. You might enjoy it if you enjoyed this one. But either way, so this is the newly generated caves. This is a cheese cave. Now I'm going to go try to find what I think they mean by spaghetti cave, which would be this masterpiece right here. This really tightly made cave that's kind of squiggly. Also, you may notice there is water in this cave. For now, aquifers are only used below Y level 31. This means all noise caves between Y level 31 and sea level Y level 63 will be flooded with water, and noise cave entrances will essentially be lakes. This will be fixed later. So, Right now, there is no way to get down without water, if I'm understanding this correctly. It definitely looks that way as if you look around. There's a lot of water. So that does suck, like, really badly. Hi, witch. This is the newly found structures in Minecraft Snapshot 21w06a. Now, it's time to get on to the changes. One change is that, if you remember in last video, if I can stop flying. Oh, I'm in spectator mode. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, one thing is, if you can remember from last Snapshot video, if you crouched or jumped on a drip leaf, it would not fall. They have now since changed that to where no matter if you're crouching, jumping, or what, it will fall and it will break. So, that's a change. I'm not sure if that's for the better or for the worse, but that's definitely what I think. Another thing with the water caves is that magma sometimes generates at the bottom of the underground bodies of water. So that's pretty cool, Okay, anyway, so changes in 21w06a. By the way, if you're curious, I'm reading this off of the Minecraft.net website to try to get the best information you could possibly get from anyone on the YouTube. So, the overworld build and generation limits have been expanded. We already talked about this earlier. Mine shafts have been adapted to larger caves. So those cheese caves are now better fit for mine shafts. Mine shafts will now better adapt to those borders, essentially. Okay, a big drip leaf will now tilt rather than break when hit by a projectile. Now, we did not go over this in my last snapshot review, but yes, if you shot a drip leaf, it would break. Now, they only tilt. Now, if a redstone-powered big drip leaf, which a big drip leaf, in case you're curious, is these things, a redstone-powered big drip leaf will not tilt except when hit by a projectile. That's another very useful thing for redstone, I'm pretty sure. And the textures for hanging roots and small drip leaves have been updated. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real fast, just quickly, so that we could see what they mean by changed. Okay, so for hanging roots, this is the new texture of hanging roots. If you want to see some hanging roots in your world, they are going to look like this. And the small drip leaves now look like this. They're kind of cute, actually. And obviously, you cannot stand on the small drip leaf, but if you do take a bone meal, you can grow them into big drip leaves. Once again. And that's the same as last time, but I just figured I would let people know before they start asking questions again. Some more changes. If you want to get in detail with the mineshaft changes that we now have, mineshaft pieces don't generate if they would be fully floating in the air. So now mine shafts have to be touching the ground at some point. That's really cool. Mine shaft corridors are supported by long pillars when needed. That is a new addition, and I am very proud of that because that makes it look like it's like an actual, mine shaft. And there is no more floating cobwebs. How nice is that? And guys, that pretty much does it for Snapshot 21w06a. I hope you guys enjoyed this snapshot review, and I hope that you have an amazing day. But first, I do want to see what is in this village, because I sometimes get a little curious, and I know y'all probably do too. So let's just go ahead and look around in this village. Okay, there's not really much in this village. Actually, this village kind of sucks, but earlier I did see a little desert temple over here. So we're gonna go ahead and go and see what loot is in this desert temple, and if it's good, I'll go ahead and give you the seeds so that you can play it in your own survival world. But right now, let me look up in here. Okay, you got a impaling book. You got some iron. You got 3 diamonds. What? And you got diamond horse armor and smite 4 and a lot of iron. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a pretty successful seed when it comes to desert temples. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the seed to help you out in your survival world if you ever do so want to play on this world. So right now, here is the seed. Pause the video and copy it down. That is the seed. I'll also have it in the description if you want it. And that does it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, also, by the way, if you do go into this seed, this is the spawn point. It's like right here. So, the desert temple is just over yonder. Okay, bye guys.